Okay, let's go. Stream time. My little robot is sleeping, the Yankee Vector. Oh, it just woke up. I have motivational stickers. Keep me going. Hey Vector, what's the weather? It never gets old. Hey Vector. Hey Vector, go to sleep. So what are we doing today? We are improving a new website that I have made. I'm making. It's called CRUDDIE. And it doesn't know a lot yet. It doesn't know what its own name means. It stands for CRUD, which means create, read, update, delete, and is an acronym for any kind of database administration tool. In short, it means it can store your information. And it has voice recognition built in if you use Chrome. I'm working on doing the same thing for other browsers. Chrome has the nice Google recognition, which is still one of the best, or the best actually. Let's try it out. What does your name stand for? Why can't you say anything? Please let me out of here. Stop listening. You can tell it to stop listening, which is kind of cool, I think. So, at least the recognition is working fine. Now we need some answers from the bot. I said login free here because the idea is if anyone is new to this whole thing and just opens this website, he or she will have a bot that they can immediately use. They just get a cookie, the usual thing. You know what a cookie is, right? It's something in your browser that makes the website remember who you are without you having to do anything. So you can just use your bot, and once it has the functionality, actually train it. And then there's like an export where you can save your cookie and transport it elsewhere. Or we can have actual user logins. We do need user IDs, usernames. I mean, what we want to have is something like on GitHub where you have this /username /bot1, and then you can have your bot. We'll have multiple bots, right? I immediately ran into this problem that I want to train multiple bots at once, and right now one bot is tied to one user. So there's some infrastructure to be made, and that's always slightly annoying. I am actually hiring graphics artists right now on Fiverr. This logo was made by a guy from Pakistan. It's really nice, slightly ominous looking, but it's my fault. I specified kind of this thing. There's a different version with a smile, but kind of like I've grown to like this one. It has this anonymous vibe, or I don't know. It is not an unfriendly website or ominous in any way. This is open source, and in videos like this one I'm showing how I make it, so I don't think it's actually evil in any sort of way. And it has some nice stats here. Current server temperature, because right now I have a real actual dedicated server, a real machine, a Xeon quad-core, not these virtual servers anymore. So I can get hardware information like actual temperature. It's another way of seeing if the server is busy. Here's the server view, by the way. I hope no secret information shown. No, doesn't look like it. And you can do funny things here, like burn the CPU just for 1 minute, do senseless calculations. And you can do this 4 times, and you will have 4 cores, which are all the cores, burning, I mean just being heated up. And let's check out if the temperature goes up. You have to reload, it's not updated all the time. Yeah, and it does. It's in a fever now and still climbing. Goes to a maximum of about 50 C, which is... How much is 50 C? How much is 50 C in Fahrenheit? Things the bot should learn for sure. Yeah, so this is the actual temperature. It fluctuates a lot. I might have to smooth it out for over like 5 seconds or something. I don't know why it goes up and down like that. Like within 1 second it goes up 5 degrees or more and down again. Either the processor is actually heating up that quickly, or it's just a fluke in the temperature reading. I'm paying another graphics artist to make a new chatbot box here. That should be ready in a few days. Very excited about that. Let's professionalize this whole thing. That's what we're doing. So what can the bot do for now? It can do just this one thing. You can give it a name. I call it Chromie because it's my Chrome bot. If I open the same bot on Firefox, it has a different cookie, so by default it's a different bot. This one is called Jack for reasons that nobody knows. Okay, what can we do here? First, let's show you the scripting. Over the years, I've tried many different ways of scripting a chatbot. And this time around, I'm doing like Java again, or JavaX, my extension of Java. And this is the function for this, the code for this one function. It has these patterns, which are matched by a special function. And then they do some stuff that is very simple. And the function it calls, the getBotName, setBotName, is defined globally in the bot and connected through these swappable functions. These are all constructs that I make in my language, and they really make life easier. A swappable function is a normal function plus a variable. And that variable allows you to override the whole function at runtime. So something you can do in more flexible languages like JavaScript or Python, you can also do it here now. And oh, I didn't even want this. I wanted to look at this here. What's the swappable function compiled to? It's this. GetBotName is a variable which contains a function, and if it's null, not set like default, then you get the normal function, and otherwise you get the overridden function. So yeah, just another way of making flexible programs. That's the core idea I have. I make rough functions that do some useful things, and then at runtime there are modules that improve these functions. For example, you can have better patterns here, although you would do that somewhere else. We need the right kind of architecture to make our flexible AI. So that one function works. Actually, it has more functions. You can create object types and store objects. Create object type drink. Oh, it failed here actually. And I even know why. Well, it didn't fail hard, it just forgot that I said object type here. Now we have a new object type. There was another one before. And you can say list drinks, no drinks defined. Create a drink.
What is the name of the new drink?
Vodka.
Drink, what is the name of the new drink created?
Yeah, here we see one problem it has, namely that it hears its own voice, even though it was through the headphones, and it doesn't distinguish its own voice from my voice, and it listens continually, which I think is cool. So it misunderstands its own output as new input, and it could easily enter into an endless loop. We have some tricks to fix things though. For example, just undo. Okay, the message is wrong actually, but it deleted the string again. That made no sense. No, it did not. See? Another bug. That's pretty bad. Okay, subgoals. Fix undo of create object. That used to work, that's a little sad. And to solve this listening to itself problem, we could do a VAD, which means voice activity. Can't spell that. Detection. I found something in JavaScript that the author kind of disavowed afterwards. He said, oh, I wrote that 3 years ago. No idea if it works, but it seems to work. On Chrome, it doesn't. In this little test, it doesn't work because you have to click a button first. Chrome doesn't allow websites to listen to you unless you click somewhere. Maybe sensible, I don't know. But we have a click. We can use this click on the listen button to install the VAD. The VAD itself is testable here somewhere. Where is it? I closed it. Here we can choose a microphone. Hello, hello. I am talking. See some sounds like this. They don't. Yeah, this time it is. No, yes, they don't register as voice. It's a pretty advanced VAD. It's not only like loudness, but it goes for whether it's a note, kind of like it's just percussive or something that remotely sounds like voice. It's a whole science, this VAD business. As people say, there are whole PhDs being written over voice activity detection algorithms. So no wonder it's a bit hard. But something, I mean, the one thing you don't want is to have someone speaking and it's not registered. You want to probably err on the side of considering noise voice. Because it's annoying when you say something and the computer doesn't hear you. But if you say nothing but the computer starts listening for a bit, it's not a problem. Because the voice recognition that is behind the voice activity detection will just not find any intelligible speech. Ooh. So with this VAD we could make the voice mode a lot better to improve voice mode. Let's try that. It's not a lot of code. This is the VAD itself, but we don't really have to look into that much. We just use this example code and plug it into our CRUDDIE. Oh, I'm not logged into my own site. Some cleanup job. Cleaned my cookie. Ate my cookie. Timed out my cookie. Not logged in? What are you saying me? Okay, it's here. Okay, the code is not that long. That's the main code of the CRUDDIE website. I think the adjective CRUDDIE used to mean rusty, old, I don't know. low quality. So I'm redefining a negative slang word into something positive. Why not? I'm sure you can guess the other connotations of CRUDDIE. You know, the thing the guy wears is obviously a similar word. CRUDDIE. Okay, where do we put it? That's the question. We could make a Java X function. Later. The goal. Okay. Yeah, where will we show the results? The VAD. We make some div that we show and hide, right? Yeah, why don't we do that first? Wow, this is all the back-end code or front-end code. The back-end has a front-end and a back-end. Basically, here it is. Yeah, just where does it start? Where does it end? Here, there's some header. I should try to put the site on screen at the same time. Is that possible? I don't think I have screen real estate left. Do I? Wait, we could do this. Yeah, sure. Like this, and then something like this. Hey, that's good. Heading. So this is the header. I was thinking to put it up here. The VAD status. Okay, dollar heading. After heading, there it is. Okay, this is the listen button. And there's some incredible. Oh, what is this? There's like 3 levels of escaping because we have JavaScript in JavaX, and in the JavaScript we have a string constant. That's HTML. Inside of that we have another JavaScript tag. That was actually going too far, I think. These many levels. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to understand where I am in this whole thing. Okay, this only happens when there's speech. Let's put the VAD button in there anyway. Even on Firefox. It's all in the beta phase, so whatever. Okay, here I close a string constant, and then, wow, it's pretty fragile. Okay, if there is a speech recognition, then we put this button in, otherwise nothing. Okay, so this is JavaScript level. And for the button, we just need HTML. Right. Okay. We are waiting for a package today, by the way. A notebook for the neighbors. They are getting into internet now since we have all the lockdown and everything. So, yep. No, I didn't want to put this here. I just wanted to put the div here. Right. Div ID equals, or class equals VAD. Status. And style is display none. And the contents is voice detected. It's always trial and error for me when doing anything HTML related. Okay, now it's reloading in the background. Now you can actually see it here. And let's check it out. At least it didn't break completely. That's a good sign. I think there are no bad errors. And okay, let's try to integrate the VAD. We could basically put this whole thing in an include, could we not? Yeah, why not? VAD. Voice activity detector. And it will have two parameters at least, which are what to do in case of voice activity. Rather like this. Voice stop and voice start. Oh, yes. Voice start and voice. Usually I call it like this. It's an event listener, so on voice stop and on voice start. Alrighty. How did that fail? What did I do? What did I do? Yes, a bracket that nobody wanted. Alright. So maybe after all the other things we include the VAD, because it seems like less important or something. HVAD, and on voice start we show, yes, we show the message. Again, the different levels I have to use JavaX coding. And then this is JavaScript inside. I hope that show and hide are the right commands, because JavaScript. All right. Moment of truth. I should remember this decision. Hello? Okay. It's running actually. But okay, let's yes, this was just wrong. And let's just log the event too for debugging purposes. And there. And there. Hello? That's cool. It doesn't go away again. Oh, I changed it only once, right? Ouch. Yep. I would so like to be the only programmer in the world who doesn't produce any bugs, but every programmer produces bugs, even the best of the best. Oh, I mean, layout aside, that's pretty amazing. It does not check for plosive sounds, apparently. Hello? If you only sing something, like just a vowel basically, it's also voice. What if you talk very softly? It's not about volume. That's cool, it's not about volume apparently. It's about the content, audio content actually. This so far looks good. So if we have this, we could also make Firefox understand voice, because we can send the audio stream to something like Wit AI, or just to my server and I do some stuff there. And that would be really nice. Okay, in the case of Chrome, hello? Okay, it doesn't, yeah, sure, we have to start the VAD on click for the security reasons mentioned earlier. We need some sort of flag whether to auto start the VAD. Start user media, okay, yeah. Bool, auto start. Let's make it a function, start VAD. This and If auto start, then start VAD. Otherwise, nothing. Now let's go to audio magic. Okay. Auto start is false. And where is the listen button handled? Yeah, where is it handled? Wait. Listen. Oh no, I do it all here, right? Okay. Button here. It's called start or stop. And oh no, this is yeah, let's take out this, that's old. Start or stop. Yeah, we should stop the VAD also, right? Yes, no. Yeah, let's do the start thing first. Oh, let's make this. Okay, I have a different idea. Start VID. If VID started, turn. If started equals true. Var is false. So we can call this function as often as we like. Let's print something. Starting VID. And start VAD. Crude and working, I hope. Okay. Hello? Hello world? Where is my VAD? There is no VAD. The audio context was not allowed to start. But I started later, didn't I? Start VAD here. Why do I have this twice? What's going on? This up here is bogus, but that doesn't matter. Oh, maybe let's fix that. Oh, yes. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's not started by default, but oh, I'm making the audio context. Okay, it's just a technicality. I make the audio context too early. Let's just move this. Let's see. Where's the audio? Oops, where's the audio context used? Only here. That looks okay. Okay. What's happening? Nope. Oh, now we have it. Okay. That's pretty cool. Almost amazing. Very amazing. Very amazing. Stop listening. It has a slight delay, but that's natural. There's some kind of buffer, like audio buffer, and a bit of calculation. Maybe it can be tuned even. It's not a long delay. I would say 0.3 seconds. 0.3? I don't know. Yeah, pretty nice. We should lay out that better, I'm sure. What's a nice icon for voice detected? It's like a mouth symbol, right? I don't know. Do I have any of those mouth icons? They're all closed or with the hand in front or whatever. Talking. Okay, that's not what we want. Talk. Here, oh, this is a good one, no? Let's check the commercial usage allowed. That's good. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, on this scale, nobody can see what it is actually. Probably. But, talking. And let's upload it. Upload. Talking. Yeah. Okay. And we can put that in our GUI. Our web UI. And VAD status. And that's just an image with an ID. Oh, we should put the size in there. What was it? 24, right? Yeah, let's put the size in there. Width 24, height 24. Hello? Where's the listen button? I probably screwed things up. Display none. What happened here? Oh, Firefox doesn't have the listen button. And thus it doesn't have the VAD anymore. Programmer defeated himself. Count to 3. Okay. Something funny with the image, but whatever. I almost like it. It's cool. Oh, and I see what I did. I did a break before the div. Yeah. Um, display inline is what we want. think it goes like this. Display inline. And display none. Is that correct, JavaScript? We'll see. Hello. Hello there. It's not correct, JavaScript. Okay, time for research. JavaScript display inline. Yes. And we're back. Okay. All right, I was looking for the jQuery version. jQuery display inline. Ah, CSS, not attribute. Yeah, one sees my naivety, my naive connection to JavaScript. Display inline. CSS. Let's try that. And once again, we learned something. Is there activity? Yes. There's voice activity. What is your name?
Chromie.
What is your name? No? What is your name?
Chromie.
What is your name?
Chromie.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was seeing if you can use this indicator up here to stop it from listening to itself. Yeah, the safe thing is just to turn off the speech recognition while the bot is talking. I hope we can actually find out if the bot is talking. There should be a .speaking attribute. Well, at least we have a VID now up here. Slightly bad layout. How about we make the layout a tiny bit better? VID status. Style. Margin left. A few pixels. Nice experiment. Okay. Okay, so we have the VID in there. It keeps running after you say stop listening, but whatever. It's not always firing though. If you say something, you pause for a moment. But it's a start. Okay, we should do some things with the bot itself. How can we put more functionality in here? So there is a scripting language which we can use. Yeah, why not? Let's make one little script. And yeah. Okay, here, let's have a look at the backend here. It's pretty nice. It's my usual Java-based operating system. And it has, for each bot, it has a front end and a back end module. This multi-CRUD is the back end. And the cool thing is they are unloaded from memory when they're not used. So after 90 seconds of inactivity, a bot is unloaded and just kept on disk. And this should, and it is reactivated when somebody uses their bot. This would make it possible to have many bots and still not overload the machine. So, and the front end can learn new commands and synonyms of commands and things like that, and the back end actually stores data. This one seems completely empty. Some of them should have some, oh, sausages, that's nice. Should have some data. Here, this is the one we just talked to. 2 programs and 1 drink, which is bullshit. You can just delete things here also. Just write in the database. And the idea was to make, oh wait here, where's the front end? Here, because the front end has a list of scripts. And we could add more scripts here. We should have a command for that actually in the bot. How about that? Version 4, I remember that. Oh, this one here actually. Yeah, that should be possible. Just make a add script command. And we have to make sure it's a legit script. Oh no, not here. This legit script ID. Add script. This will have to be programmed, but yeah, das to do. Starts with the right module ID. And it has an identifier after that. So it's basically saying, what's with my brackets here? And oh, there is no bracket to close. Okay. Failed. Just some boilerplate. Try again. Now it should reload a bunch of modules. Yes, it does. All the loaded front ends. Now we need a script to add, actually. Add scripts to bots from web. So here, but we don't have a script to add yet. Let's see. Let's make one. What should the script do? Safe evaluator. Do I have this? Or what's it called, rather? Safe eval. Save code fragment. What is the expression? We have these assume statements in here. You can just write in the middle of your code, say assume something, and it will be recorded that you made an assumption. And also it could exit the script here if the assumption is false. So we are mixing thinking about things and executing stuff in the same script. That seems quite elegant to me. Yeah, we can make another assumption here. We do nothing, and now we assume it's safe. And we execute this. G for running safe Java code. We can do calculations in the bot then. What is 1 plus 2? That's a clear description of what we're doing. Result, and I think we should shorten this, but probably it's going to be shortened later. Null. Let's return something. These safe expressions that's a pretty cool framework I made. It really executes only safe things. This one takes all Java code, no matter how dangerous, but this one checks if it is safe, and it's a conservative check. Meaning it might reject things unnecessarily, but it will not accept dangerous stuff of any kind. Okay, result is not a variable. Computer is very strict. It's not called code. It's called dollar expression. Okay. Now we should be able to add this script to our bot. Add script. That's going to be a bit lengthy, but it's going to be this safe evaluator. Oh, What is 1 plus 2? Nothing, and I know why actually. Because this. In case you ever want to know, this is the reverse of the word amazing. So we added some script to our bot. This is so cool. Yeah, so lots of things to be done, but the general idea with the bot is that you can say stuff like, I visit my grandmother tomorrow, and it will infer things. It will store anything. You know, on Monday I have to go to the pharmacy. And it can remind you on Monday or remind you on Sunday, and the bot can say something like, should I remind you? And you say yes or no, and so on and so on and so on. So this is your personal assistant.